I have had the most interesting day of my life. Welcome back to the Thought Bridge. Today we are going to be talking about signs. And really, what I'm going to be sharing is the day I've had filled with signs, talking about why it is so important to pay attention, have an open mind, have an open heart, allow yourself to be guided by the bigger forces at hand. Those forces can be a god, multiple gods, your spirit guides, angels, whatever it is that allows you to feel connected to something bigger than yourself. That's what we're talking about. And though we have multiple names for this one thing, this higher consciousness, this power of love, of what brings us all together, that connects us all, it's love. That's what we're talking about. So this morning I'm on my way to teach a yoga class, and I'm driving up to a dead hawk in the middle of the road. What is the lore behind finding a dead hawk? I just moved a giant ass hawk out of the middle of the road. In my mind, I'm thinking, what kind of omen is this? I pulled off to the side of the road. I keep gloves in the back of my car to move dead animals off the road. And I went and picked this bad boy up. He was ginormous. Prior to walking up to this hawk, part of me was thinking, like, is that an owl? Like, it was so huge, humongous, no pun intended, light as a feather. This hawk was so light. I expected it to be heavy because of how big it was. And I just gently carried him over to the side of the road, laid him in the grass. Part of me was like, should I take a feather? But I felt like that was kind of disrespectful. I didn't, because it felt disrespectful. I did not end up doing that. I'm on a walk with my dogs. I see 3 fawns. I stopped dead in my tracks. I could see the 2, and then out came this 3rd one, and I was talking to them, and I was like, oh my God. And I was thinking to myself, like, what is the purpose of seeing these fawns? Like, what is my sign? A couple of days ago, I see this ad on Gaia about this show, this documentary called Wolf's Message. And it's about this man. His name is Michael Pasakarnis, but they called him Wolf. The documentary is about how he experienced this world by being in 2 worlds at once. He was connected to the other side and here at the same time. And what's so phenomenal about this is that I recently have been coming across things talking about how those with schizophrenia could really be people that are just channeling information and can't, as in this society, they're not supported to be channeling information constantly and functioning in the society that exists today. I've heard that multiple times. I also read recently about people that are homeless. When you're looking at somebody that has absolutely nothing, those people could be some of the highest elevated souls to take form in a human body, because this is now their karmic cycle of experiencing this world with nothing to their name. My lesson on that is, who am I to judge? You know, there are so many different kinds of people out there. And I look like mental illness, I think, is one thing that is wildly misunderstood. And so here's Wolf, diagnosed schizophrenic, and he was able to channel. He was in 2 worlds at once. I'm reading this book talking about people that have schizophrenia and they're channeling. I don't know which book it was that I was reading. I need to be better about maybe taking this note so that when I'm talking about this stuff, I can actually share this information. If I find it eventually, if I remember what it is, and I'll add it to like the notes of this video, so that it could be there eventually. I just can't verbalize it right now. I can't find it. And this is just what's coming out. The fact that people that have absolutely nothing are purposefully experiencing that type of lifestyle because they are the most elevated type of soul, and this is just like their soul's evolution to experience this human form. So I'm sitting down watching that today. I'm like, you know what? I got nothing going on. I'm going to watch this documentary. In the first 10 minutes, there's a medium. She's prior Navy. I'm prior Navy. I served 6 years enlisted as a fire controlman. I got out as an E5. I served on the USS Gonzales, DDG 66, Gonzo life, okay? And this woman was an officer for 20 years in the Navy. That right there, I was like, sweet. All right. Feel that. Her name is Suzanne. In the first 10 minutes, Navy lady, we're like this. Then they zoom in on a fawn. They just zoomed in on a fucking fawn. I was like, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be watching this right now. That's my cue. That's my sign. Like, this is, hello. This is for me. I specifically was asking myself, what is the purpose of seeing these fawns? What is the message here? A couple, some time goes by. They're talking about Wolf and they're showing pieces of his apartment. There's a row of hawk feathers. They just showed fucking hawk feathers. A whole row of them. I'm crying. I'm laughing. I am like, all right, I got it. Like, message received. We got the fawn. We got the hawk feathers. We got a Navy lady. A lot of the messaging in this documentary is talking about how we have come out of our hearts and been living in our heads. And I, as a yoga therapist, in my training, so much of the ancient Indian texts and the work that's being done is helping people get out of their heads and back into their hearts. That's where healing happens. That's where we connect. That's the purpose of living, is to get out of your head and back into your heart. And that's what they're talking about here. And so I just thought I need to talk about the signs and the synchronicities and remind you to pay attention. There's no such thing as coincidence. Following your heart, especially, is so important to fulfilling your life's mission and your purpose. Your soul has a contract being here on earth. It is your mission to listen to these higher voices that are guiding you. Yes, we have free will. Free will is a phenomenal thing. What a gift. And use that free will to fulfill your soul's mission. Okay? My free will is jumping on here, and this is how I'm sharing my messages. You're being guided, whether that's a higher version of you that's connected to this realm, whether that's your spirit guides, that's this ancient energy, consciousness of all time, like past, present, future consciousness that's guiding you, whether that's a loved one from the other side, on the other side. Like, it could even be a loved one that's alive right now, but their energetic, spiritual energy communicating to you now. Like, the possibilities are endless. The message here is listen, and don't be afraid to take action. Another one of the biggest messages in this documentary, Wolf's message, was that we don't have to be perfect human beings on this planet. Here's this man that was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and he's doing this phenomenal work on the other side. His message is getting across to us from this insane going out by being struck by lightning. And there are multiple people in the near-death experience world, the people who have had NDEs, the NDEers, that have been struck by lightning and survived, and in that time frame saw the other side, got these downloads, and are trying to get the message across that we don't need to fear death. Dr. Raymond Moody is a big NDE researcher. There's a book called Saved by the Light by Dannion Brinkley, and he actually worked with Dr. Raymond Moody. He mentions him in his book. He was struck by lightning not once, but twice, and his heart stopped for 28 minutes. And he has details about his near-death experience. There are multiple people that have experienced this NDE stuff and come back. Yeah. My message today is listen to your heart. Follow that intuitive ping, that guide. Even in manifestation, especially with the To Be Magnetic community, the terminology that they use for receiving these downloads is a ping. It's like a ping, like, oh, I'm supposed to go to this bookshop today. I think I'm going to go for a drive and go around this corner and look. I found this coffee shop, and when I went into the coffee shop, I met this woman and we had this connection. Like, whatever it is, it could be you might not even think that it's important in the moment, and then time goes by and here we are. I have a dead hawk in the middle of the road and I see three fawns. Seen an ad for this documentary days ago, and I sit down to watch it, and we're looking at fawns and we've got hawk feathers while they're talking about purpose, listening to your heart, a bridge between two worlds, your soul's mission, all of these things. And I'm like, yes, yes, yeah, I am supposed to be here right now watching this documentary, and I'm supposed to share what comes from it here. Have you had an NDE? Do you know somebody who's had an NDE? Are you aware of soul contracts, your soul's mission? You signed up to do a job coming down here. Do you connect with spirits on the other side? What is it that brings you here, and that this message is for you? All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. And if you take away one thing from today's video, maybe that is to just get out of your head and into your heart. Lead with love. What could go wrong? I mean, so many things can happen, but I believe everything that happens is meant to happen. It's serving a bigger purpose. So, yeah, get out of your head, get into your heart, and can't wait to see you next time. See ya.